Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah Penner, the author of The Lost Apothecary, which comes out March 2nd, 2021, with Park Row Books and imprint of HarperCollins. And I'm here today to share with you 4 books. 2 of them I am currently reading, and 2 of them are next on my list. So I've promised several weeks ago when I kicked off these videos that I was going to share all things books, writing, revision process, etc. So today I'm here with something that hopefully appeals to my entire audience, which is several books that I'm reading. So I will dive right in. The first one is The Ghent by author Belinda Rathbone. This is actually a memoir, and I should state that my list of books I'm covering with you today is very eclectic. We've got some fiction, memoir, nonfiction, it's all over the place. So this is a memoir about a woman who marries a Scottish laird in present day, and they renovate his country house in the Scottish countryside. And for those of you who know me, anything about a country house, in the UK, is going to appeal to me. And I absolutely adore her descriptions of the house. I appreciate the honesty and the stories that she's sharing about the struggles that they faced when they first moved in, both with the house and with their marriage, because she is an American, and so she moved over to Scotland when they got married. I'm almost done with this book. I'm going to be so sad to finish. I have savored every page of this like a glass of wine. It's just perfect fireside reading if I had a fireplace in my home in Florida. But that's how I feel when I'm reading this book. I just feel like it's a wintry evening and the fire's going and I've got a glass of red wine and I'm reading these amazing little tidbits about the English countryside or Scottish countryside. Highly recommend. You'll probably notice a theme here. The English Country House Party. This is a book that I'm reading for research, actually. But what's cool about this, and this is just something that I'm sure plenty of historical fiction writers have experienced this, some of the most useful, helpful books that we read are just a few dollars at a used bookstore or online. So this is by Phillida Barstow, and there's all kinds of just really cool pictures in here. I thought this was so sweet and romantic. They're at a party. I mean, this book is literally about house parties in the English countryside. It's more so 20th century. I was looking for a little bit older, but a lot of the same details that I'm needing apply. And so this is a little hint and clue into my work in progress, the book that I'm working on now. So this is really good for anyone who has kind of the same interest in me and is looking for something on this topic. So those are 2 books that I'm reading now. Shifting gears a little bit to 2 books that I have next on my list. This first one is titled Consider This. It's by Chuck Palahniuk. I think that's how you say his last name. Moments in my writing life after which everything was different. So this is a book of lessons, a little bit on craft from what I understand. But primarily just, this was recommended by Heather Webb. This is primarily just a book about one writer to other writers saying, I feel your pain, I feel the journey, I feel what this is like. And here are some helpful memories and advice for you, guidance for you. So I'm very excited to dig into this. When I first started writing about 5 years ago, one of my instructors in a nonfiction class told me that she almost always is in the midst of reading a book of this nature. Stephen King's On Writing is another really good example. It's part memoir, part craft book. But anytime you read these books kind of aimed at writers and authors, you feel so much less alone. And like your hardships, which you are going to encounter every day if you're a writer, you're not the first to experience that hardship. Someone's been there, someone's feeling it now with you. So that's why I kind of always try and have some sort of craft book on my list, whether I'm reading it at the moment or soon. Last but not least, Valentine by Elizabeth Wetmore. I have heard nothing but amazing things about this book. I picked this up just last night at Oxford Exchange, which is my favorite bookstore in the Tampa Bay area. Has a great review from Elizabeth Gilbert. You all know that I'm a fan of her. I had heard that last year, the people who had the opportunity to read an early copy of this book really believed this was going to be the big book of 2020. Unfortunately, other crises have kind of taken the media and attention and airtime off of book releases in general. So it's possible that this book just hasn't gotten the attention that it really deserves, but I am so glad to finally have it in my hands and to read it. So this is something that you all may want to check out. It's been kind of gaining steam in recent weeks as more people read it and fall in love with it. So I'm very excited to check that one out as well. So that's all I've got for you this week, guys. Thank you for checking out this video. Please don't forget to follow me on social media and add The Lost Apothecary to your Goodreads TBR list, and I'll check back with you next week. Thanks. Bye.